Well, if chosen for an FYE, my novel, The Commandant of Lubizec, I think would engage a number of different disciplines and topics, in particular literature, history, sociology, psychology, the role of ethics and compassion. And I'm really pleased that The Commandant of Lubizec has been received so well. It was recently chosen, for example, for National Reading Group Month, so it's connecting with people all across the country. The basic premise of The Commandant of Lubizec is simply this. Lubizec is a fictitious Nazi death camp, never existed. It is, however, based upon the real-life Operation Reinhardt camps of Treblinka, Sobibor, and Belzec. And in these three real-life camps, which I don't think are lodged in the public imagination as fully as they really should be, in these three real-life places, 1.5 million people perished. So even though Lubizec is fictitious and it never existed, it is based upon history. I did 3 separate research trips to Poland where I went to Krakow, Lublin, and Warsaw, and I spent over 30 hours in Auschwitz, for example. And I did this in the hopes of maybe cracking open conversations about these real-life places. And maybe to shed some light and some illumination on the process of industrialized genocide. And I find it really gratifying when students come up to me afterwards and they say things like, you know, I thought I knew the Holocaust pretty well, but I didn't know X or Y or Z. I'm a professor myself. I teach at Augustana College, and I wrote The Commandant of Lubizec with college students in mind. They're my target audience. I also teach FYE courses, so I really understand what kind of books are going to be really useful for these types of programs. And I believe The Commandant of Lubizec would be really useful for an FYE because it generates discussion with questions like, what is the role of the citizen in the state? How does the past influence us? Have we learned anything from the Holocaust? And a number of people from all over the nation have contacted me, and they've said some pretty wonderful things like, I've read your novel in one sitting, I found it really powerful and moving, and while I'm really humbled by this and gratified by this as a writer, I mean, what writer wouldn't be, right? I find it particularly wonderful when college students come up to me afterwards and they say these things. And I really enjoy visiting college campuses. I find it really nourishing, actually, to talk to college students, especially first-year students, and maybe help them unpack these really hard questions about human nature and the role of compassion and how the past continues to influence us even today.